Inherently Happy, episode 450. Happy Warning. We begin, as always, with the Happy Creed. We believe in happy, in balance and growth, of being mindful and grateful, compassionate and understanding. Yowza ha, my happy friends. I like all different kinds of people, be they quiet or loud, normal or weird. I've gone to events, scoped out conventions, and attended discussion groups. I've made friends with all sorts, from the well-respected to the deeply feared. I'm just looking for connection, be it with scientists or touring theater troupes. Because meeting people from all over allows you to learn from their perspectives. Some are nice, some are mean. Some are at times nice and other times mean. But I still consider it valuable and enriching to explore various collectives. You might just find your next best friend in places you never would have otherwise seen. I've met people at art and film festivals, writers' circles, and fan clubs of all sorts. Some were kind and welcoming to everyone, and others were a little less so. One such bunch had a truly diverse and respectful membership by all reports, until I found out that there were a few bad apples, who others wished would just go. I try not to listen to gossip, of course, because you never know what's true, and this crowd seemed to take safety very seriously. There was even a committee. If you wanted to attend their gatherings, you had to prove you shared that view. And then several newbies, all of them women, asked me to become a trustee. I declined, not wanting to judge others or become some sort of guard or cop, but they kept bugging me. It got to the point where I felt like I wanted to scream. Why was it so important? And so they told me. And their answer made me stop. Because, they said, we want at least one non-creepy guy on the safety team. One? You mean there's not even one? But they all seem so perfectly cool. Well, you're not a girl, they said, which I had to admit was true, since I'm not. So then I felt like I had no choice but to join. And so I waded into the cesspool. And almost immediately I was asked to evaluate others. Really put me on the spot. But that's what I joined for, so I identified the predators as best I could. Which the women appreciated, but oddly the guys were less keen on that point. And pretty soon the word was out that I was spreading gossip, and that's never good. The guys turned on me, and turned others against me too, until I had to blow that joint. But it wasn't gossip, you see. If anything, I'd been trying to contextualize things. Maybe the guys were lonely, or they hadn't learned how to show respect. But all they heard was that I was talking about them with all the suspicion that brings. And I started to sour about the whole place, where I'd only ever wanted to connect. Sometimes trying to help by giving a happy warning can backfire. But that doesn't mean that it's necessarily the wrong thing to do. We can only do our best and learn from each pitfall and quagmire. And if that can help even one person, then that is a thing of great value. Aha. Yowza.